Welcome to Previously On, a podcast series created to help you through some of the most complex yet brilliant television ever made. Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 7, The Bear and the Maiden Fair. The Wildling party continues south. Jon bickers with Orrell, who tells Jon he'll never be able to hold on to Ygritte because he doesn't understand her way of life. Later, Orrell declares his love to Ygritte, surprisingly, and tries to persuade her that Jon is still loyal to the Night's Watch. The Starks travel to the twins for Edmure's wedding to Rosalind Frey, but are delayed by rain. Catelyn fears Walder Frey will see their late arrival as another insult. Later that night, Talisa tells Robb she's pregnant. At Harrenhal, Jaime visits Brienne in her cell before he leaves for King's Landing and swears he will stand by his promise to return the Stark sisters to Catelyn. Before he sets out with Qyburn and Roose Bolton's guard Steelshanks, Jaime asks Roose to tell Robb that the Lannisters send their regards. In King's Landing, Marjorie comforts Sansa after her unwanted betrothal to Tyrion. She advises Sansa to make the best of her situation and says that Tyrion may prove to be a good lover given his sexual experience. Tyrion correctly predicts that Shae, the prostitute he's fallen in love with and hidden away, is furious about his future marriage. Tyrion says nothing has to change when he marries and offers to buy Shae a home where she could raise their family. Shae refuses, as she believes Tywin would murder her and their children if he ever learned of their existence, which is probably fair enough. Elsewhere in King's Landing, Tywin asserts his authority over Joffrey and assures his grandson that Daenerys Targaryen is no threat to his rule. On a ship in Blackwater Bay, Melisandre tells Gendry that he is Robert Baratheon's bastard. At the Brotherhood Without Banners camp, Arya is furious that Beric sold Gendry to Melisandre and runs away into the woods before being captured by the Hound. In Essos, Daenerys approaches Yunkai, a slaver city of no strategic value to her. Despite this, Daenerys sends a messenger to tell the Masters that if they don't free and pay Yunkai's slaves, she will ransack the city. In response, the slavers send Daenerys gold and offer her as many ships for her invasion as she needs, but Daenerys refuses this peace offering. Theon, meanwhile, is released from his restraints by two women who begin to pleasure him. His bliss, however, is interrupted by the arrival of Theon's tormentor, who reveals that he ordered the women to seduce Theon. He then orders his guards to hold Theon down and castrates him. On the road to King's Landing, Qyburn tells Jaime that he lost his maester chain after he experimented on living patients. Jaime also learns that Locke intends to use Brienne for his own amusement. He goes back to rescue her, and she's been thrown in a pit with a bear armed with only a wooden sword. Jaime jumps into the pit to defend Brienne, forcing Steelshanks to shoot the bear to protect the valuable Lannister. Jaime boosts Brienne out of the pit, who then pulls Jaime to safety with seconds to spare. To Locke's fury, Jaime leaves Harrenhal with Brienne at his side. Thanks for listening. Hope it's been helpful. Listen, if you've enjoyed this, I would love it if you subscribed. We've got loads more shows where this came from, and we'd love you to join us for them. If you know someone who needs to get up to speed with Thrones, just send them our way. A 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from would also be absolutely fantastic. If you've got any feedback, have I pronounced a name wrong? I hope I haven't. Or ideas for a show that we should be covering. We'll almost certainly be doing the big ones, but you never know, there may be others that we've missed. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you over on Twitter. You can find us at Previous Podcast, or just email us hello@previouslyon.co.uk. Previously On is presented by Jamie East and is a Daft Doris production.